Welcome back, Rich Nation. My name is AJ, and today we're going to be starting Akane-banashi. The only thing I know about this anime is that it has something to do with Japanese comedy. I forget the name of it, but there's something to do with that. I was looking for another show to do for Saturdays, and this one was recommended, so we're going to go ahead and try it. And anything that I need to know, feel free to let me know in the comments. My knowledge of anything to do, like, I know stand-up comedy pretty well, but I don't know Japanese comedy or anything specific that at all. So feel free to let me know. Make sure you subscribe and smash that like button, hit that notification bell, because we'll if you guys like this, we'll be doing this every week. Check out the Patreon for the full reactions, exclusive shows, and let's go ahead and start. Oh, that's kind of a traditional feeling. Stories.
そしたら大家がうち来てさ、ちょいと道具箱を預かるなんてこと言うからさ、じゃあ道具箱ってことは大家さん大工なんかやんのかなと思ってね。じゃあどうぞって貸したんだよ。
Is this like an open mic?
そして大工なんてあれ猛録だね。お前が猛録だよ。
That's actually really interesting. I guess this is what, sit down comedy? I like, but it also, she was talking about stories, so maybe I got like whoever told me like this was like Japanese comedy, like it's a comedy, but maybe it's like a combination of storytelling and comedy in one thing. Like I said in the intro, I'm very new to this, so my knowledge is very small on this, so let me know in the comments.
例の試験もあるし、娘ちゃんも大きいしで、グーってなるのはわかるけど。
How big is this in Japan?
もっとこうスーッときてわってね、頑張るんだよ。
ありがとうございます。ずいぶん買ってるんですね。正直パッとしないというか、ピンとこなかったんですけど。
まあ、今日の出来もいまいちだったしね。
ならなんで？
私はあの子の会心の一席を見たことがある。 こんなとこでくすぶっていい男じゃないんだよ。あの子はさ。はあ？ちょっと、そんな言い方ないんじゃない？あなたどうしてさ。
What is happening?
だからも何もないから。うちの子はこんなにない。
Oh yeah, look at that face. Okay, so he's acting like he got beat up.
話聞かないじゃん。わかった。じゃあやってみせるから見て。
Oh.
やってみせる？
ことの始まりは5時間目の国語の時間。尊敬する人をテーマに書いた作文を一人一人発表してた。
So she's doing it like the like in the form of the stories and the comedy here. Like she's doing it in that form.
年3組大崎あかね。私の尊敬する人は夫です。 夫は落語家で話がとっても面白くて。
Rakugo.
やば、仕事してないダメなパパだって言ってんだ。はあ？
So she's kind of like performing there. Yeah.
本当にこの通りそのままでして。
でもだからって泣かせるまで言わなくても。
さっきから被害者ぶってるけどさ、喧嘩売ったのそっちだろ。なめたこと言ってんじゃねえ。
Well, I assumed that.
柳谷先生、すみません。毎度茜がご迷惑を。そちらさんもすみません。うちの子が。
I mean, it got her point across pretty well. She's a natural storyteller.
柳谷先生から話は聞いてます。親子揃って私のことをおっしゃっていたそうで。お互い子に恥じない親でありたいものですね。
And I guess she got it from him. So he would be naturally good at doing that as well. I mean, being able to tell like a really detailed, good story that gets people like really hooked and into what you're saying is a skill in itself. Like here in the States, a lot of people that do like comedy and stuff are good storytellers. There's quite a few of them, so
うまいうまい。あかねも食べろ。溶けるぞ。
I could see that being an art of its own in other areas and places.
俺に気を使うなんて10年早いんだよ。
Smart kid.
落語家には3つの階級があってな。下から前座、2つ目、真打ちって分かれてるんだ。
Oh, like
夫
ranks?
は2つ目でしょ。
よく覚えてたな。今度、真打ちになるための試験があってな。それに合格すれば真打ちになれる。
Is that maybe like you get bigger stages or something to perform on?
お金がたくさん
And
もらえ
yeah,
る。
more money? More
それ
opportunity?
で誰にも文句なんて言わせねえ。だから変な気を使うな。どーんと構えてりゃいいんだよ。じゃあ、父ちゃん稽古するから、あかねも宿題やれよ。
Why does it feel like we're setting up for a major failure? Did something happen that
ならないと。
maybe changed the way he performed?
さて、まずは今日のネタをさらうか。おい、ヨタヨタロヨタ
I guess that's a way of like practicing or rehearsing.
もうこれ昼のカレーうどんの。
It's kind of like memorizing lines with maybe some improvisation.
めっちゃキレてんじゃん。キモ。
たくあかねとトールのバカまたやらかして。ただいまー。やっちまったカレーかぶり。お前そんな表から入ろうとするんじゃないよ。
What?
裏から入んだよ裏からね。待ってろお前は。
She like memorizing the lines.
ごめんください。
部屋の中には夫を一人しかいない。なのにだけど部屋の中には3人いる。体の向きが変わるたびに顔や喋り方、声がコロコロ変わる。意地悪な人、怒りっぽい人、のんきな人、いろんな人が顔を出す。
Interesting.
すごい魔法みたいだ。
All in the performance.
どうやったらできるんだろう。
Okay, there is really an art to this. Now, like I said, the only really thing I can relate this to is like stand-up comedy, and there is like movements, and there's like people that have their own way of doing things. They're like, and some people memorize their act and combined it with movements, but this is very specific. It is definitely a lot different than I know. I feel like I'm going to learn a lot through this.
まあしゃあないか。来週だしね。いただきます。はん。
うん、うまい。うまくいったな。
おやすみなさい。
Good old beer and chips.
起きなよトール。ほらちょっとまだ稽古するんじゃないの？寝るの？
やる。
じゃあおやりよ。
I don't know if you can rehearse like
私
that.
は先に寝るから。そういやトール読んだの？あかねの作文。
What's that about her dad? She really looks up to him. Yeah, seems pretty popular.
うちのより大きい。そうか？同じに見えるけど。
お、元気がいいね。
シグマ師匠。
久しぶりだね、まさきちゃん。
ご無沙汰してます。いつも主人がお世話になってます。
いやいや、俺なんて全然。しかし、月日が流れるのは早いね。
ねえ師匠、音は？バカ。
ん？
出演者の話を客と師匠が審査結果を集計し 技量を認められた者だけが真打ちに昇進できる。今年の審査委員長はうちの師匠の兄弟子で、東大一
So you have like masters for this and learn from people too? This is definitely very traditional. That dude's got some aura.
だからどうした？この日のためにどれだけかけてきたと思ってる？いつもと同じ自分の芸を信じるだけ。でももししくじったら。
You gotta get that out of your mind. Yeah.
バカか俺は。気持ちで負けてどうする？やるしかないんだ。俺には。
I mean, there's the added stress of getting promoted.
最初の出場者はこの方です。
Oh, so he's the opener.
まずは一番手でございまして、私荒川慎太と申
I'm
します。
really nervous for him. Oh my god.
寄せと全然違う。空気が重たく冷たい。
I mean, the only thing I have to go off of is like being on stage, acting, singing. I've never done stand-up comedy or comedy in general, but like those nerves, like you can have great performances in what you do and you can have horrible ones. And I definitely have had the nerves hit me before, like where you can do something super good like 5 or 6 times or to yourself and you get on stage and all the nerves hit you. Add in the extra stress he's having here for this specific thing. This is gonna be tough.
こんな悪趣味な試験にお越しいただきありがとうございます。いや、いまいちか。本当にですね。そんなことない。私の人生が変わる。バカか。
Maybe a hard audience?
なんて思いましたね。だったら公約の今は枕に集中しろ。
Oh shit. And then the eyes of like people you respect and stuff too.
そんなとこも政治がみてえだなと思ったより受けない。欲しがりすぎたか。どうする？やばいやばい。このままじゃ。この
Did she just hiccup? Oh, it's not her. Did that help? Maybe?
俺の真似してる？茜が？
さ。
Maybe bring him back?
だけど、よ、茜のためだもん。
茜の？
呆れた。
And hearing that might have reminded him right there.
赤の自慢したいに決まってるじゃん。私の前で弱音吐くのはいいけどさ。せめて茜の前ではかっこいいお父さんでいてよね。
Yeah. There you go. Oh shit, his aura's going through the roof.
ずいぶん冷え切っているようで。でも寒いのも悪くない。
なんだ。
寒い中飲む缶酒のうまさたるや。ついついもう一杯もう一杯と手が伸びる。いつしか夢心地でガブガブ飲んでしくじるなんて。
雰囲気が変わった。
よくある。
He's a lot calmer.
邪険な起こし方すんな。なんだい。なんだいじゃないやねこの人。
枕を終えて話に入ったか。
I'm gonna probably be making comparisons to stand-up comedy all the time through this, but like when something's not working, like I don't know how it is with this, but improvising and skipping something like or just completely changing it up is sometimes you have to do that. Like if they're not laughing at something, you kind of have to like improvise. Either go to I doubt crowd. It doesn't seem like there's crowd work in this, but maybe I don't know. But like when it comes to like changing your material or skipping to a part or something and trying to find what works. I feel like this is more traditional where that, especially from that reaction, that maybe it's not normal to do that, but you guys can let me know in the comments.
腕はいいが酒に溺れ借金生活を送る魚屋の勝五郎が芝の浜で財布を拾ったことをきっかけに商人としての矜持を取り戻す心温まる人情話。
機内へ出かけてくれたってんで、おかみさんの方はほっと一息つきまして、まぶたの方が重たくなってまいりまして、トロトロっとしてきたところへ、
Oh, so he's making all the physical noises himself. So it's like using a prop.
どうしたんだよお前さん。いいからおめえあと閉めろよ。あと閉めろってんだよ。
勝五郎が芝の浜に行く場面をカットした。いや全然いいんだけど、大筋さえ合えば登場人物の設定からオチまで変えたっていい。それも創意工夫の一つ。唯一の芝の浜の場面をカットってこんなの半端ない。
イライラしてんね。兄さんの嫌いそうなアプローチだもんな。
That sounds more like you're doing like a one-man play, deleting scenes and having certain scenes.
それでもあいつは風景を語るよりも。
Whoa, holy shit. Okay.
人を語る道を選んだ。
ほらキさん多めに起こしたよ。で芝言ってないの。
新太の強みは演技力。だがあえて見せ場を捨て自分の得意な人物描写を押し出すことで観客を話に引き込んだ。この舞台で
I call that improvising. Being able to do that on the spot is a skill.
ポッカーだ。え？おっと。ポッカーをやってる。
In any type of performance, like utilizing your own experiences. But it seems like, yeah, improvising voices, using like, you know, your wife, husband, daughter, son, co-workers' experiences and using them in your act. That's another thing that I know from at least, you know, comedy and stuff like that too. Seems to be a thing in this as well. I'm sure you start, you know, you start from scratch. I mean, whatever the equal thing of like doing open mics is for this.
夫は落語家で話がとっても面白くて毎日私を笑わせてくれます。夫の夢は真打ちになることです。私の夢も夫が真打ちになることです。私は夫が大好きです。
こんな俺を茜は好きでいてくれた。
Telling you, it feels like something set up to fail.
父として落語家として俺が今まで培ってきた技も人生も何もかもつぎ込んでまた夢になるといけね。
Whoa, holy shit. And that's his finisher right there. But you have to like maybe one person could fail him or something.
大変長らくお待たせいたしました。集計結果が出揃った。
I don't want to think of the negatives, but it is episode 1. So
結果発表は荒川いいしょお願いします。
What the fuck?
私もね、久しぶりに若手のネタを見たんですけどね。いやー驚きました。まあだらだら喋っても仕方ないんでね。結果を申し上げますと、今日の出場者
What the fuck?
破門です。
Yeah, it didn't look good when he just walked on stage like that.
一門の面汚しどもがみっともねえ芸をお見せしちまって。
Wow.
でした。
And somebody that high up, like giving you, like expelling you and giving you a like bad grade like that, and pretty much like completely dismissing your performance and everything. I feel like that could really, I don't know how this works completely, but I feel like it could kick you out of the industry pretty much, make it really hard to get another way of doing this still or making money from it, especially if you don't get promoted like that. But expelled? That's extreme. Yeah. We need the definition. All that work, all that time to get expelled. I was waiting for something. It felt, even though it's bullshit.
後にこの日の受験者全員が正式に破門となる。
Was the dude just having a bad day? What?
出来の悪い弟子を持ったな。
Wow.
破門の理由については明かされていない。
あんなもん芝浜たは言わねえよ。
That's brutal.
落語家荒川慎太は死んだ。
In spirit and mind, like everything that was giving him life, take that away from him there, and you become a shell of yourself.
あの日、落語家荒川慎太は死んだ。
All grown up, ready to she's gonna try to
むしろ
she's gonna try to do it for her dad.
始まったんだ。私の物語が。
It felt set up for her to like obviously grow up and try to do something, but it felt like he was gonna fail in some way, but I didn't think it was gonna be that extreme. I thought he was going. You guys let me know what you thought in the comments, what he was gonna do, but I thought he was going to like, I don't know, mess up a line and get, you know, pretty much what he was doing in the very beginning of the performance. I thought something like that was gonna happen, and then he was going to get, you know, just ridiculed, or that was gonna be his big moment and fail it. But this was, he earned it, did really good, and still got screwed over. That's some bullshit. Small talk.
お、なんだ？
落語はなんで落語っていうの？
Rakugo.
あ、それは落語には下げ、つまりオチがあるだろ。昔は落とし話って言ったんだ。それが縮まって落語になったって言われてる。
Ah, so that's where the banashi comes from. Okay.
だから痺れて立てないなんてことはないな。
そうなんだ。
Huh. Okay.
あかねさん。
なんで途中で羽織を脱ぐの？すぐ脱ぐんだったら最初から着なきゃいいのに。
お客さんの前に出るときはきちんとした格好の方がいいからな。
And then it's okay to like
話
undress?
の本題ですよってとこで脱ぐ。って言ってもここで脱ぎなさいっていう決まりは別にないんだ。
ああ、あかねもあれやってみたいな。最初にいっぱい着ておいて、途中でじゃんじゃん脱いでいくの。
So you're gonna have like 10 on?
片付けが大変そうだ。
All right, that was absolutely unique. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. Rakugo, I've never heard of. Now, like, you know, it's like a traditional Japanese storytelling and comedy and stuff, but it's way more traditional, and it feels like there's a lot of seriousness involved in it too. It feels more serious than the traditional like stand-up comedy like here and stuff. It feels like way more serious. At least that's like being in schools and you can get like expelled. It just feels a lot more serious to me. I thought this was a very cool premise though. I think the characters, like the performance and like the stories, I can see a lot of potential in like where like this anime could go. And it also teaching like what this is in general. It's kind of like doing a show but trying to like teach you something at the same time, especially that little like after credit thing too. But you guys need to let me know, do you want to see more of this? Do you like this? Make sure you subscribe, write it in the comments, like the video, hype the video, all that good stuff. All that stuff helps. You can also check out the Patreon for the full reacts, exclusive shows. I'd appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.